Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about something that can change your life completely, level up your personality. Personality is not about wearing branded clothes, having a perfect face, or speaking fancy English. Personality is about how you make others feel, how you treat people, and how you face life's challenges. There was a time when I thought life had to be perfect to be beautiful. But life showed me something else. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. When we go through pain, failures, or rejections, we often stop growing. But actually, those are the moments when we can level up. Accepting yourself fully is the foundation of personal growth and inner peace. Many people spend their lives trying to be like someone else, hiding their flaws or pretending to be what the world wants them to be. In this process, they lose the beauty of their own identity. Acceptance doesn't mean that you stop improving. It means that you stop fighting with yourself. It means standing in front of the mirror and saying, "This is who I am and I am enough." When you accept yourself, you stop seeking unnecessary validation from others. You no longer depend on people's approval to feel worthy, because you find that worth within yourself. Self-acceptance is not always easy. Society constantly tells us how we should look, speak, behave, or achieve certain things by a certain age. These pressures make us doubt ourselves. We start to think that if we don't fit into those boxes, we are not good enough. But the truth is, real strength lies in embracing everything about yourself. Your strengths, your weaknesses, your scars, your failures, and your dreams. Each part of you has a story. The scars remind you of battles you've survived, and the flaws make you human. When you start accepting them, they stop being weaknesses and become signs of growth. Often people confuse acceptance with giving up. They think accepting themselves means staying the same forever. But in reality, acceptance is the first step toward real change. You can't improve something you keep rejecting. For example, if you constantly criticize your personality, your looks, or your abilities, you'll always feel stuck. But when you acknowledge where you are with honesty and kindness, you open the door to grow. You stop running from your reality and start working with it. This is where real transformation begins. Another powerful part of self-acceptance is letting go of comparison. When you accept yourself, you stop measuring your worth by someone else's achievements or appearances. You understand that everyone has a different journey, different timing, and different struggles. Comparing yourself to others only steals your joy and blinds you to your own progress. Acceptance allows you to celebrate your unique journey without feeling inferior or superior to anyone else. It gives you emotional freedom. It also helps to forgive yourself for your past mistakes. Many people carry guilt, shame, or regret for years. They keep punishing themselves for things that cannot be changed. But self-acceptance means understanding that you are not your past. You made choices with the knowledge and maturity you had at that time. Accepting yourself includes accepting those moments, learning from them, and moving forward without self-hate. Forgiving yourself is not weakness, it's one of the bravest acts of love you can give to yourself. When you accept yourself, your relationship with the world changes. You stop seeking constant approval because you become your own supporter. You stop pretending because you're no longer afraid of judgment. You express your thoughts and emotions freely, without the fear of being too much or not enough. You walk with quiet confidence, knowing that your worth is not defined by external things. This authenticity attracts respect and genuine connection. People are drawn to those who are comfortable in their own skin, because it gives them permission to be real too. Self-acceptance also protects your mental and emotional well-being. When you are constantly at war with yourself, it drains your energy, lowers your confidence, and makes you feel unsettled. But when you accept yourself, you create inner peace. That peace becomes a solid foundation on which you can build anything: growth, success, relationships, or dream. It's like planting a tree in healthy soil. It grows strong and steady. Similarly, your personality blooms beautifully when it grows from a place of self-acceptance. Self-acceptance brings clarity. When you stop pretending to be someone else, you begin to understand who you truly are, what you truly want, and where you truly want to go. It clears away the noise of other people's expectations and allows you to hear your own voice clearly. This clarity gives you direction, purpose, and strength to live life on your terms. Embracing your uniqueness means recognizing that there is something special within you that no one else has. From the way you think to the way you feel, your personality, your voice, your journey, everything about you is one of a kind. Most people spend their lives trying to blend in, to be accepted by the world, to fit into someone else's idea of perfection. In doing so, they hide the very qualities that make them stand out. Uniqueness is not about being better than others. It is about being real, authentic, and original. It is about accepting that you are not meant to be a copy. You are meant to be your own version. When you start embracing what makes you different, you begin to shine in ways that are impossible when you try to be like everyone else. Many people are afraid to show their uniqueness because they fear judgment, rejection, or criticism. They worry that if they speak differently, dress differently, or think differently, others will not accept them. This fear pushes them into silence and makes them hide their individuality. But the truth is, the world remembers those who are brave enough to be themselves. Every great leader, artist, or influencer stood out because they embraced what made them different. If they had tried to blend in, their light would never have reached anyone. Your uniqueness is your power, and the moment you stop hiding it, you begin to create a meaningful impact in your own way. One of the first steps to embracing your uniqueness is to stop comparing yourself to others. Comparison is a thief of joy. When you constantly measure your worth by someone else's appearance, talent, or success, you overlook the gifts you already have. Everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses. What someone else can do easily might be difficult for you, but there are things you can do that others can. Instead of trying to be like someone else, focus on discovering and nurturing your own qualities. This mindset shifts you from competition to self-discovery. You begin to appreciate your talents, habits, and even quirks that make you who you are. Another important part of embracing uniqueness is understanding that imperfection is part of your charm. People often think that to stand out, they must be flawless, but perfection is not real. It's your small differences, your natural style, your genuine reactions, and your honest emotions that make you unique. When you stop trying to act perfect, you give others a chance to connect with the real you. Real connection happens when people see your authenticity, not when you wear a mask. Being yourself allows others to do the same, and this creates stronger, more genuine relationships. Embracing uniqueness also means standing firm in your beliefs and values, even when they are not popular. It takes courage to speak your truth and live according to your principles. There will be moments when your perspective may not align with the majority, and that's okay. Uniqueness is not about pleasing everyone. It's about being true to yourself. When you stay consistent with your values, you build inner strength and earn respect from others, even those who may not agree with you. People admire authenticity, and in the long run it inspires trust and influence. Your uniqueness is shaped by your experiences, culture, background, challenges, and dreams. Every event in your life adds a layer to who you are. Instead of feeling insecure about your differences, learn to honor them. Your journey has lessons that no one else has lived. Your voice has something valuable to say, that no one else can express in the same way. When you own your story, you inspire others to embrace theirs too. The things that once made you feel different can become the very things that make you strong and unforgettable. Surrounding yourself with people who respect your individuality also plays a big role in this process. When you are around those who constantly judge or try to change you, it becomes harder to express your uniqueness. But when you are with people who support your growth and appreciate your differences, you feel free to be yourself. It is important to choose your environment wisely, because it shapes how confidently you express your true self. Just as a flower blooms in the right soil, your uniqueness flourishes in spaces where it is valued and not suppressed. Embracing your uniqueness is also about taking pride in your voice, your thoughts without fear. Share your ideas without holding back, and express your creativity without constantly doubting yourself. The world needs fresh perspectives, and yours could be the one that sparks change. When you embrace your uniqueness, you stop chasing acceptance and start creating your own space. You become a source of inspiration, not because you are trying to impress, but because you are unapologetically yourself. Building inner confidence is one of the most transformative steps in developing a strong personality. Real confidence is not loud or showy. It is quiet, stable, and deeply rooted within. It doesn't rely on the opinions of others, trends, or temporary achievements. Instead, it comes from understanding your worth, trusting your abilities, and believing that you are capable, even when the world doubts you. Many people spend their lives trying to gain confidence from external things, like appearance, possessions, or praise. But that kind of confidence is fragile. The moment those things disappear, their sense of self disappears with them. Inner confidence, on the other hand, remains strong even in silence, failure, or criticism. Confidence begins with self-awareness. You cannot truly believe in yourself if you don't know yourself. It requires taking time to understand your strengths, talents, weaknesses, and limitations. When you are honest about who you are, you stop pretending to be someone else and start focusing on what you can genuinely offer. This self-awareness gives you a sense of clarity, which naturally builds confidence. You no longer waste energy on competing or comparing. You direct that energy toward growth. Knowing yourself allows you to walk into any room without fear of judgment, because you are not trying to impress. You are simply being yourself. Another key part of building inner confidence is keeping promises to yourself. Every time you set a goal and follow through with it, you prove to yourself that you can be trusted. These small victories, whether personal or professional, build your self-respect over time. Confidence is not something that appears overnight. It is built through consistent action. When you say you will do something and actually do it, even if it's a small habit like waking up early, reading a few pages, or finishing a task, you create a strong bond with yourself. This trust becomes a powerful source of confidence, because you no longer rely on others to validate your worth. Facing fear is another essential element. Confidence doesn't mean the absence of fear. It means moving forward despite it. Everyone experiences fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of judgment. But confident people don't let fear control them. They acknowledge it, take a deep breath, and take action anyway. Every time you step out of your comfort zone, no matter how small the step, you stretch your abilities and grow. Over time, this repeated practice builds resilience, and resilience is what strengthens your confidence. You learn that even if things don't go as planned, you are capable of handling it. Positive self-talk also plays a huge role in shaping inner confidence. The way you speak to yourself in your mind can either build you up or break you down. Many people talk to themselves more harshly than they would ever talk to someone else. They constantly repeat negative thoughts like, "I can't do this, I'm not good enough," or "I always fail." These words slowly damage confidence. Replacing them with realistic but empowering thoughts changes everything. Telling yourself, I can learn, I can try, or I have done difficult things before, rewires your mind to focus on possibilities instead of limitation. Surrounding yourself with the right environment also influences your inner confidence. When you are constantly around people who discourage, criticize, or belittle you, it becomes difficult to believe in yourself. But when you spend time with those who uplift, inspire, and support your growth, your confidence naturally strengthens. It's not about depending on others for confidence, but about choosing spaces that align with your growth. Just like a plant grows better in healthy soil, your confidence grows in environments that nurture your potential rather than choke it. Learning to accept failure as part of the journey is equally important. People who lack confidence often see failure as proof that they are not good enough. But those with inner confidence see it as a stepping stone. Every failure carries a lesson, and every lesson makes you wiser and stronger. When you stop fearing mistakes and start learning from them, your confidence becomes unshakable. You realize that success is built on a series of failures, adjustments, and persistent efforts. This mindset gives you courage to take more chances and believe in your ability to overcome obstacles. Inner confidence grows through gratitude and self-acknowledgement. Taking time to appreciate how far you have come and recognizing your progress, no matter how small, reminds you of your strength. Many people only focus on what they lack, which weakens their confidence. But when you focus on what you have achieved, endured, and learned, you build a sense of pride that no one can take away. This deep sense of self-belief becomes your inner anchor. It stays with you whether you are praised or criticized, surrounded by people or standing alone. And it gives you the courage to keep moving forward regardless of circumstance. Learning from challenges is one of the most important ways to grow and strengthen your personality. Life will never be free of difficulties, but the way you respond to them shapes who you become. Every challenge carries a hidden lesson, and when you shift your mindset from frustration to learning, you turn obstacles into stepping stones. Challenges come in many forms: failures, rejections, setbacks, unexpected changes, or even personal struggles that no one else sees. At first, they might make you feel weak, confused, or lost, but over time, they can become the very experiences that build your character and resilience, if you choose to learn from them instead of resisting them. When faced with a challenge, the first instinct is often to avoid it or complain about it. Many people see challenges as punishments or signs that something is wrong with their lives. But the truth is, challenges are a natural part of growth. Just like a plant grows stronger when it faces wind, your personality becomes stronger when you face difficulties. The key is to stop seeing challenges as barriers and start viewing them as teachers. Each tough moment pushes you to think differently, act smarter, and become emotionally tougher. It's in these uncomfortable moments that real development happens, because comfort rarely teaches anything new. One of the most valuable lessons challenges teach is patience. When things don't go according to plan, you're forced to slow down and trust the process. This can be frustrating, especially in a world that wants instant results. But challenges remind you that meaningful growth takes time. Patience built through difficult moments becomes a quiet strength. It helps you handle future situations with more calmness and wisdom instead of panic or anger. You learn to endure without losing hope, and that endurance becomes a powerful part of your personality. Challenges also reveal your true strengths. Sometimes you don't realize how capable you are until you're pushed into a situation that demands more from you. When everything is easy, your potential stays hidden. But when life gets hard, you dig deeper. You discover new skills, emotional depth, and mental toughness you didn't know you had. These discoveries boost your self-belief and make you more confident to face future challenges. Every time you overcome something difficult, you build a stronger foundation for yourself. one that no one can take away. Another important aspect of learning from challenges is understanding that failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of. Many people give up when they fail once, thinking they are not good enough. But failure is simply feedback, a way of showing you what needs to be improved. When you approach failure with curiosity instead of shame, you extract valuable lessons that help you grow. The most successful people in the world have failed many times, but they didn't stop. They analyzed, adapted, and moved forward with more knowledge. This mindset transforms challenges into opportunities. Challenges also teach humility. When everything is going well, it's easy to feel in control and confident. But when unexpected difficulties arise, they remind you that life can't always be predicted or controlled. This realization softens your heart, makes you more empathetic toward others, and helps you stay grounded. You start to understand that everyone faces struggles, even if they don't show it. This humility allows you to connect with people more genuinely and respect their journeys without judgment. Another powerful lesson hidden in challenges is emotional resilience. Difficult situations test your emotions, your patience, and your courage. In those moments, you have two choices: either let the emotions control you or learn to manage them. Over time, facing challenges teaches you how to stay calm under pressure, how to think clearly when things are messy, and how to keep moving forward despite fear. This resilience becomes one of the strongest traits of your personality, because it shows that you can stand firm when life gets tough. It's also important to remember that challenges often redirect you toward better paths. Sometimes what you see as a setback is actually life protecting you from something that wasn't meant for you. A closed door can push you toward a new opportunity that you would have never noticed otherwise. When you start looking at challenges with trust instead of frustration, you begin to see how they shape your story in meaningful ways. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" you start asking, "What can I learn from this?" And that simple shift changes everything. Support plays a role too. Learning from challenges doesn't mean facing everything alone. Talking to trusted people, seeking guidance, or asking for help doesn't make you weak. It makes you wise. Different perspectives often help you see the lesson more clearly. Over time, you build a mindset that looks for growth in every situation. No matter how hard it seems, each challenge becomes a teacher, each setback a lesson, and each difficulty a building block of your strength. Speaking with kindness is one of the most powerful ways to shape your personality and influence the world around you. Words are not just sounds, they carry energy. They can heal wounds, build confidence, and bring hope, or they can break hearts, create distance, and leave scars that last for years. The way you speak to others reflects your inner character more than your appearance or achievements ever could. When you choose kindness in your words, you create an atmosphere where people feel safe, valued, and respected. It's not about using fancy vocabulary or speaking perfectly. It's about speaking from the heart with empathy and respect. Many times, people underestimate the impact their words can have. A simple sentence can change someone's entire day. A gentle word can give someone the strength to keep going, while a harsh comment can crush their confidence. Kindness in speech doesn't require effort, it requires awareness. It's about pausing before you speak, understanding how your words might affect the other person, and choosing to express yourself in a way that uplifts rather than tears. When you develop the habit of thoughtful speaking, people naturally feel drawn to you because you become a source of comfort, not conflict. Kind speech is not about avoiding the truth or sugarcoating everything. It's about expressing even difficult truths with respect and care. There will be times when you need to give feedback, set boundaries, or address uncomfortable issues. In those moments, kindness becomes even more important. You can be honest without being rude, firm without being hurtful, and clear without being disrespectful. The difference lies in your tone, your intention, and your choice of words. When people know that you speak with kindness, even your criticism will be received with openness, because they can sense that it comes from a place of sincerity. Another part of speaking kindly is learning to listen deeply. Sometimes kindness is not in what you say, but in how you give someone your attention. When you truly listen to someone without interrupting, judging, or rushing to respond, you give them a feeling of importance. People often don't remember every word you say, but they always remember how you made them feel. Listening with kindness shows that you value their voice and their emotion. It strengthens relationships and builds trust, because it shows that your kindness is not just in your words, but also in your presence. Your inner thoughts shape your outer words. If your mind is filled with negativity, frustration, or constant criticism, it will reflect in how you speak. But when you train yourself to think kindly about others, your words naturally become softer and more encouraging. It doesn't mean ignoring people's faults. It means choosing to focus on their humanity. Everyone is fighting battles we can't see, and a kind word from you might be the only light they experience that day. By choosing kindness, you become a reminder of goodness in a world that often feels harsh and impatient. Speaking with kindness also builds your own confidence. When you use harsh or negative language, it not only affects others, but also creates tension within you. But when your speech is filled with warmth, encouragement, and empathy, it brings peace to your own heart. You feel lighter because you're not carrying the weight of bitterness or anger. Over time, this becomes a part of your personality. People see you as someone approachable and trustworthy, someone who can handle situations calmly without spreading negativity. This trait leaves a lasting impression and earns respect naturally. In moments of anger, frustration, or disagreement, kindness in speech becomes more challenging, but also more meaningful. Anyone can speak nicely when everything is going well, but real strength is shown when you choose your words wisely in heated situations. It's about taking a breath, calming your emotions, and remembering that harsh words cannot be taken back. The way you speak in tough moments reveals your maturity and self-control. Choosing kind words during conflict doesn't make you weak. It shows you value the relationship more than your ego. Speaking with kindness also includes how you talk about others when they're not around. Gossip, insults, or negative talk may feel easy in the moment, but they damage your character and spread negativity. A kind personality is one that speaks well of others or chooses silence instead of harm. This builds a reputation of integrity. People trust those who speak kindly, even behind closed doors, because it shows consistency and sincerity. Your words are a reflection of your values, and when kindness becomes your language, it shapes not just how others see you, but also how you see yourself. Spreading positivity is like shining a light that not only brightens your own path, but also makes it easier for others to walk beside you. Positivity doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect or ignoring problems. It means choosing to see the good, speak with hope, and act with kindness, even when life is not easy. A positive attitude has the power to change the atmosphere around you. It can turn tense situations into peaceful ones, inspire others during hard times, and bring comfort to those who may be silently struggling. When you make positivity a part of your personality, you become someone people want to be around because your presence uplifts instead of drains. One of the simplest ways to spread positivity is through your words. Encouraging someone, giving a genuine compliment, or simply greeting someone warmly can change their entire day. Words have a ripple effect. A kind phrase you speak casually might be the only positive thing someone hears that day. By being mindful of your language, you create an environment where people feel valued and respected. Instead of criticizing or complaining constantly, focusing on solutions and kind expressions plant seeds of optimism around you. Over time, these small moments of kindness build a powerful reputation for being someone who brings light wherever you go. Another way to spread positivity is through your actions. Actions often speak louder than words, helping someone without expecting anything in return, showing patience when others are frustrated, or standing by someone during their tough times are powerful ways to show positivity through behavior. Sometimes people don't need advice, they need someone to be there quietly, reminding them that goodness still exists. Simple acts like holding the door, offering a helping hand, or listening sincerely may seem small, but they carry deep emotional impacts. These actions communicate care, and that care is remembered long after the moment passes. Your attitude plays a big role too. Positivity is contagious, and so is negativity. When you walk into a room with a calm, hopeful, and encouraging attitude, others naturally feel more at ease. On the other hand, constant complaining or negative energy spreads just as quickly. By consciously choosing to maintain a positive outlook, especially during challenging situations, you inspire others to do the same. It doesn't mean ignoring problems, it means approaching them with faith and courage. People look up to those who can stay balanced and hopeful even when things are difficult. Gratitude is at the heart of spreading positivity. When you practice gratitude daily, you start noticing the good in your life, no matter how small it may seem. This mindset shift makes you more cheerful and content, and that feeling reflects in how you treat others. Expressing gratitude openly not only strengthens your own positive thinking, but also encourages others to do the same. For example, thanking people sincerely for their efforts, acknowledging small gestures, or simply appreciating someone's presence can make them feel seen and valued. This kind of positivity strengthens bonds and builds trust. Another important aspect is being a source of encouragement. Life can feel heavy at times, and people often carry silent battles. A single person who believes in them, who tells them they can overcome, can make a big difference. Encouragement doesn't have to be grand. It can be as simple as saying, "I know you can do this," or "I believe in you." These words give people hope and push them to keep going. By being that person who encourages rather than criticizes, you become a source of strength for others. Spreading positivity also involves staying away from unnecessary negativity. Gossip, complaints, and constant criticism not only affect your mood, but also create a toxic environment. Choosing not to participate in such conversations is a powerful way of setting an example. Instead of adding fuel to negativity, redirecting conversations towards something constructive creates a healthier atmosphere. Over time, people will associate you with peace and inspiration rather than drama or bitterness. Your facial expressions and body language also spread positivity. A genuine smile, a nod of understanding, or a warm look can convey more than words. Sometimes people don't need long speeches, they just need a reassuring presence. When your body language communicates openness and warmth, others feel safe and comfortable around you. This silent form of positivity often has the strongest impact, because it's felt rather than heard. Another meaningful way to spread positivity is by celebrating others' successes sincerely. Instead of feeling jealous or competitive, expressing genuine happiness for someone's achievement creates a positive environment where people support one another. It removes unnecessary tension and builds a culture of mutual respect. Celebrating others also reminds you to focus on abundance rather than lack, reinforcing your own positive mindset in the process. Spreading positivity is about consistency. It's not about one grand act. It's about small daily choices, whether through words, actions, attitude, or energy. Positivity is the power to change lives quietly and deeply. When it becomes a natural part of how you interact with the world, you create ripples that reach far beyond what you can see. Staying humble and grateful is one of the most beautiful qualities a person can develop. Humility keeps you grounded no matter how much you achieve, and gratitude keeps your heart soft no matter what challenges you face. These two qualities together shape a personality that inspires respect without demanding it. Humility is not about lowering yourself or pretending to be less than you are. It's about knowing your worth, while understanding that everyone else has worth too. Gratitude is not about ignoring pain or difficulty. It's about recognizing and appreciating the good that exists, even in imperfect situations. When these values become part of your character, they naturally reflect in the way you speak, act, and treat others. Humility allows you to keep learning and growing. When you remain humble, you accept that no matter how much you know or how far you've come, there's always more to learn. This mindset keeps you open to new ideas, perspectives, and experiences. Arrogance blocks growth because it convinces you that you already know everything, but humility opens doors. People are more willing to share knowledge and offer help to those who carry themselves with humility. You become approachable and trustworthy because others can sense that you value learning more than proving yourself. Humble people often achieve great things, not because they shout the loudest, but because they keep their focus on continuous growth. Gratitude, on the other hand, shifts your perspective toward positivity. When you take time to acknowledge the blessings in your life, no matter how small, you train your mind to see abundance instead of lack. Gratitude doesn't mean everything is perfect. It means you choose to value what is present. This attitude brings a sense of peace and contentment that cannot be bought or faked. People who practice gratitude radiate warmth. They don't constantly complain about what's missing. Instead, they appreciate what they have and work toward what they want with a calm heart. This kind of energy attracts respect and love because it shows emotional maturity. Staying humble also strengthens your relationship. When you don't let pride control your actions, you listen better, treat others with respect, and handle disagreements with grace. Humble individuals don't need to prove their superiority. They focus on understanding and connecting. They give credit where it's due and don't hesitate to acknowledge others' contributions. This attitude builds trust because people feel valued around them. In contrast, arrogance creates distance and resentment, but humility draws people closer because it's genuine and kind. Gratitude deepens your emotional resilience. Life will always have ups and downs, but when you train yourself to look for reasons to be thankful, even in difficult times, you build inner strength. Gratitude doesn't remove pain, but it gives you something solid to hold on to. For example, during a tough phase, you might still feel grateful for supportive people, small joys, or personal growth. This mindset prevents bitterness from taking over. It helps you see that even in hardship, there are lessons, blessings, and opportunities waiting to be noticed. Humility and gratitude together also keep you away from unnecessary ego battles. When you are humble, you don't need to prove that you're better than anyone else. You recognize that everyone is on their own journey, and comparison becomes less important. Gratitude adds to this by reminding you that what you have is enough and valuable. This combination frees you from the constant chase of external validation. You stop measuring your worth through attention or praise because you are already grounded in self-awareness and appreciation. Another beautiful aspect of humility is the ability to admit mistakes. Many people avoid admitting when they are wrong because their pride gets in the way. But humble individuals accept their errors and learn from them. This doesn't make them weak. It makes them strong because they value truth more than ego. People respect those who can own their mistakes and grow from them. It shows courage and sincerity, two traits that build a strong and admirable personality. Gratitude also helps you stay focused on the present moment. When you constantly chase what's next without appreciating what you currently have, you end up feeling restless and dissatisfied. But when you pause and acknowledge your blessings, whether it's good health, opportunities, or relationships, you find joy in the now. This doesn't stop you from pursuing goals. It simply keeps you balanced so that ambition doesn't turn into greed or constant discontent. Humility and gratitude influence the way you treat people who are different from you. A humble person doesn't look down on others, no matter their background, job, or status. Gratitude reminds you that everything you have is not entirely your doing. Many people, seen and unseen, have contributed to your journey. This realization makes you more empathetic, respectful, and kind toward others. You start to value people not for what they can give you, but for who they are. These qualities also create a sense of inner peace. When you're humble, you stop constantly competing and trying to prove yourself. When you're grateful, you stop obsessing over what you lack. Together, they create a balance that keeps your heart steady through both success and failure. They remind you that achievements don't make you superior, and setbacks don't make you worthless. They help you stay real, kind, and grounded no matter where life takes you. Stopping the habit of comparing your journey to others is one of the most liberating things you can do for your growth and peace of mind. Comparison has a way of slowly stealing your confidence, joy, and self-worth without you even realizing it. In a world where people constantly share their achievements, highlight their best moments, and display their success openly, it's easy to feel like you're behind or not good enough. But the truth is, every person has their own path, their own timing, and their own battles that you might never see. When you compare your journey to someone else's, you are judging your reality against their highlight reel, and that will never be a fair or healthy comparison. Each person's journey is shaped by different circumstances, experiences, and opportunities. What might take one person a year might take another 5, and that doesn't make either of them less worthy. When you focus too much on others, you lose sight of your own progress. You start to measure your worth by external standards instead of your own growth. This creates unnecessary pressure and insecurity, which can hold you back from reaching your potential. Comparison shifts your energy from building yourself to envying others, and envy blocks gratitude. The more you compare, the harder it becomes to appreciate the unique story you are living. One of the reasons comparison is so damaging is that it creates unrealistic expectations. You might see someone achieving something great and think that you need to be at that level immediately, without understanding the years of hard work, setbacks, and sacrifices they went through to reach that point. You only see the result, not the process. This leads to feelings of failure and frustration, even when you're actually doing well in your own journey. By constantly looking sideways at others, you stop moving forward confidently on your own path. It's like running a race while staring at the person in the next lane. You lose focus, stumble, and exhaust yourself unnecessarily. The healthiest way to overcome comparison is to start practicing self-awareness. When you understand your goals, values, and pace, It becomes easier to focus on your journey without being distracted by others. Your story is meant to unfold in its own time. Instead of asking, "Why am I not where they are?" you begin to ask, "What's the next step for me?" This shift turns comparison into inspiration. You can look at others' success not with jealousy, but with admiration, using their achievements as proof that growth is possible, not as a measure of your inadequacy. Gratitude plays a powerful role here as well. When you actively appreciate your progress, achievements, and even small steps, you build contentment. Gratitude shifts your attention from what you lack to what you have. This doesn't mean you stop striving for more, but you stop belittling where you are right now. Everyone starts somewhere, and every step matters. By recognizing your journey's uniqueness, you create space to grow without the constant burden of comparison weighing you down. It's also important to remember that people rarely share their struggles openly. What you see on the surface is often a filtered version of reality. Someone may appear to be doing great, but you don't see their sleepless nights, self-doubt, failures, or private challenges. Comparison is unfair because you're comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's finished product. When you understand this truth, it becomes easier to step back and focus on what truly matters, your own growth and well-being. Surrounding yourself with supportive people can make a big difference. When you're in an environment where others constantly compete or show off, it's easy to get caught in the same pattern. But when you're surrounded by those who genuinely support and uplift you, comparison loses its grip. Encouraging spaces remind you that growth is not a race, it's a journey. There's enough room for everyone to succeed in their own time. Seeing others win doesn't mean you're losing. It simply means your moment is coming at a different pace. Another practical way to stop comparing is to limit unnecessary exposure to things that trigger. If scrolling through social media makes you doubt yourself, it's okay to step back. Protecting your mental and emotional space is more important than staying updated with everyone else's achievements. Use that time to work on your own goals, learn something new, or simply reflect on your growth. This doesn't mean isolating yourself, but rather choosing what you feed your mind with intentionally. Remind yourself regularly that life is not a competition. Your journey has its own timeline. You might take longer to reach your goals, but that doesn't make them any less meaningful. What matters is that you stay true to your path, grow at your pace, and celebrate your progress along the way. When you stop comparing, you free yourself from unnecessary pressure, and that freedom allows your personality, confidence, and happiness to flourish naturally.